All right, welcome back. So what is the Inflation Reduction Act and how does it impact your bottom dollar? Recently, the Senate Democrats passed a spending bill to tackle climate changes, healthcare costs, and corporation taxation. The bill was passed through budget reconciliation and is expected to be signed by the president later this month. But what does this bill include and how does it impact your bottom dollar? Of course, that's all important. Joining us to talk about it is financial expert Kimberly Washington. Kim, thank you so much for joining us. And for our viewers, tell us, how will this impact climate change?
Right. So you just need to know, as it relates to climate change, it's actually going to impact $300 billion are going to be invested as it relates to climate change. These changes will come in effect as it relates to manufacturing, as it relates to renewable energy, solar panels, and all different type of things as it relates to climate changes. But more importantly, it provides measures for the everyday taxpayers. Taxpayers will now be able to receive a tax credit as it relates to electric vehicles and also when it comes to the improvements of their homes. So there's a lot of great information there that taxpayers will be able to receive at this time.
Absolutely. Now, Kim, we know that healthcare costs are at an all-time high. What measures are in place in this bill to help with those costs?
Right. Two different things you want to look at. The first thing, when it comes to your prescriptions, we know that prescriptions can be very, very expensive. This bill is aimed to help individuals with that. When it comes to prescription, the purpose of this bill is going to allow the federal government to negotiate as it relates to certain prescription drugs, as it relates to Medicare. When it comes to healthcare costs, for those individuals who are related or in the marketplace, their premiums are going to be kept at an affordable rate. In some cases, individuals are going to pay as low as $10 per month. So it's going to be a lot of help when it comes to healthcare costs at this time.
Yeah, that is major.
Yes.
And finally, Kim, we also know the bill also tackles taxes and the deficit. Now, when it comes to that, what should people know?
Right. One of the big changes as it relates to corporate changes, it's taxes on that. So as far as the corporations, individuals can expect that corporations are now going to pay a little bit more when it comes to taxes. It's going to be at least 15% that corporations who earn more than $1 billion will now need to pay. These measures ensure that corporations, of course, will pay their fair share of taxes. The bill hopes to reduce the deficits, of course, with the new tax revenue that's going to be generated. But more importantly, which is going to be a big change, this bill is also going to fund the IRS about $80 billion. And this is going to be a big change because more individuals are now going to see more audits. So that's like the downside, of course. But of course, IRS does need that help when it comes to funding. So that's going to be some of the changes that this bill is going to impact at this time.
Always some good information for you to know. Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it. Now, on to consumers.